Hello, my name is Laura, a postdoctoral researcher in philosophy at the University of Verona in Italy, the city of Romeo and Juliet, and I'm funded by the European Commission under its Research Excellence Framework called Marie Curie, the famous scientist who received 2 Nobel Prizes, one in physics and the second in chemistry. One of my main research areas is environmental ethics, a branch of philosophy which investigates how to build our relationships with nature and the non-human world. Now I opened this YouTube channel to investigate together with you what philosophy can do to fight climate change and reestablish harmony with nature. Now you may be stuck. You might ask, what does philosophy have to do with the climate change and the real world? Well, the answer is simple. Philosophy deals with our way of thinking, our way of looking at the world. We behave the way we think, and if we change the way of thinking, we change our behavior. Imagine if every single person on earth adopted a more sustainable behavior towards nature. The world would change in the blink of an eye, so you can see how philosophy can help us a lot in rethinking our ways of looking at nature and thus in rethinking our behavior towards nature. Philosophy can and must help us save the planet. We can't wait. Now, in this first video, I want to ask together with you, why did humans, especially in the West, exploit so much nature to cause the environmental crisis we are experiencing today? The answer lies in the conception of nature that dominated in the West for centuries. According to this view, nature was a mere means to human ends, and humans could treat nature as they pleased. Let's explore this view a little bit more. We can trace this view back to Aristotle, at least more or less. Aristotle affirmed plants were created for the sake of animals and animals for the sake of humans, thus implying that humans were at the top of the pyramid of beings. Then Cicero uses the figure of a Stoic philosopher to reply to the Epicureans that the world was made for humans only. Cicero, using this Stoic figure, says that the produce of the earth was designed for those only who make use of it, and those and beasts may rob us of a small part. It does not follow that the earth produced it also for them. Beasts are so far from being partakers of this design that we see that even they themselves were made for man. So this was Cicero. Then the 17th century philosopher Francis Bacon said that humans must establish their empire over things, encouraging humans to recover what he calls the right over nature which belongs to them by divine bequest. Divine bequest. Then the 17th century philosopher Descartes affirmed that humans are masters and possessors of nature. The Enlightenment philosopher Immanuel Kant said that since humans were the only beings to possess understanding, they were the titular lords of nature and its ultimate end. So over time, this view, dating back to Aristotle, at least, was unconsciously incorporated by most Westerners, not only philosophers, everyone, including me. It entered almost everyone's minds, so that exploiting nature came naturally to us. Here had the roots of the traditional devaluation of nature in the West. This doesn't mean that the entire Western philosophy is bad, that the authors I quoted before are terrible people. I mean, they are still great philosophers who made a great contribution to society. The thing is that we need to understand what went wrong even in these philosophical systems, in these great philosophical systems, in order to be able to identify our ingrained ways of looking at nature as our object of exploitation, our bad habits against nature, and change them.